How often does it happen that our sincere desire to finally learn this English comes to life? And we do stick to an ambitious Sunday evening statement, tomorrow I will definitely start learning. 2 hours a day, period. Not so often, right? And the reason here is not laziness, well, not only the laziness, and not the absence of motivation. There is more than enough of it. It's all about the wrong approach to the learning process. Let me guess, having decided to study classes, you load yourself to your limits. It seems that if you devote as much time to English as possible, you will learn it faster. We draw parallels with the athletes who train for hours a day and achieve results. However, it is important to note that more is not always better. In my personal experience and that of my students, I have collected several methods to mindful approach of learning English, actually any foreign language. Are you ready? Find your concentration time. How long can you study without being distracted and losing your efficiency? How do you figure it out? Record the time and start your regular learning session alone or with the teacher. As soon as you feel that your attention is scattered and your thoughts begin to wander around, pause the lesson. It's okay if you lose your concentration quickly. It is much better to know your effective time and to make the most out of it than try and squeeze another piece of information into your head. Learn in chunks. You have figured out what your concentration time is, but you can't put up with this feeling that it's not enough and that 15 more minutes will not do any worse. Of course you can study more, but take a break first. It may be just a couple of minutes, but they will be extremely important to your perception. And then start the lesson with the recharged batteries and listen to your feelings. There are multiple techniques that can help you to do so. One of them is the Pomodoro technique, where you study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break to maintain focus during your study sessions. I believe you can adapt this approach to the specifics of your personality. Say if 25 minutes straight sound too long for you, and you know that your attention span is no longer than 15 minutes, let it be so. Your goal is to make study pleasant rather than hideous, after all. Create the perfect learning space. And it doesn't have to be a room all the time. Explore the world. An ideal study place is very individual. If you like peace and quiet, find a relaxing place where nobody and nothing will distract you. For many, a park is becoming their favorite place to study, again on their own or with an online teacher, and of course it works better in the warm season. As for my personal liking, I do feel comfortable in my study while learning Spanish or preparing materials for my lessons. However, when it comes to more creative tasks like writing a YouTube video script, I would rather go to the coffee shop. Despite all the noise and distractions in the form of croissants and pies, I find this place inspiring and tune into work pretty fast. It is also up to you to decide whether you want to listen to music when you study, whether you want to sit at the table or on the floor. The most important is that you feel at ease in this environment. Teach what you study. Unexpected, right? It makes sense though. Any knowledge is reinforced when you put it into practice, so why not to explain to your friend, colleague, sibling or whoever else what present perfect is? I assure you the "oh my god, that is why" effect will not take long. Do you want a secret? I myself understood some English grammar only after I had started teaching it ages ago. Besides, whoever you choose to be the victim of your teaching endeavors in the beginning can turn into your learning body very soon. Learning is not a spectator game. Instead of passively reading or listening to the material, actively engage with it through activities like questioning, summarizing, and problem solving. Apply what you learned in real-life scenarios. I mean, isn't it why you decided to master English in the first place? To be able to use it, along with all the advantages it will bring you. That's it for today's video. If you like it, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, not to miss other videos on different aspects of learning English. What tips are you going to use in practice? Let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video.